Hello everyone. Welcome to my persuasive speech. My name is Bao. Um, and today let's talk about plastic. Have you ever used a plastic straw or grocery bag that lasts only for a few minutes, but will remain on this planet for hundreds of years? These single-use plastic might seem harmless because we use them for convenience, but the truth is, they're silently causing long-term damage to the environment. Today, I'm here to talk about why must ban single-use plastic? These throwaway items are choking our oceans, harming wildlife, and even affecting human health. The price of convenience is simply too high for our planet to pay. So, here's what I'll cover. First, we'll take a look at the environmental damage caused by single-use plastic. Then I'll introduce some simple and realistic alternative that and finally, I'll talk about what each of us can do to make a real difference. So let's talk about uh, um, how harmful this everyday plastic really are. So the damage caused by single-use plastic. Every year, the world produces over 300 million tons of plastic, and half that is designed for single-use items like plastic bottle, bags, and straws. And these plastic don't disappear. Instead, they break down into smaller pieces called microplastics. And according to National Geographic, microplastics have been found in water we drink, the food we eat, and even in human blood. The environmental cost is heartbreaking. Over 1 million marine animals, including turtle, birds, and whales, die each year from plastic pollution. As we're gonna take a look at the real picture in the next slide. These are often mistaking plastic for food are becoming entangled in it. Our oceans and rivers are filling up with plastic waste, turning vibrant ecosystem into flowing garbage patches. So here's the real image of plastic affecting the wildlife. Um, and let's take a look at the chart in the left. Here's the chart that shows single-use plastic waste generated by person in select countries in 2019. And as you can see, Americans in 2019 generated about 35 kilograms each person. And these are just like small bags in a water bottle. But sum up, each person generate about 53 kilograms each year. Can you imagine how much is that? But the good news is um, we do not have to rely on single-use plastic. Countries, companies, and individuals are already proving that change is possible. Countries like Kenya, for example, introduced one of the strictest plastic bag bans in the world, and since then, plastic pollution has dropped dramatically across the country. Other cities like other cities and nations have followed with bans on plastic straws, cutlery, and packaging. And alternatives are easy to find. Biodegradable bags made from cornstarch, bamboo utensils, reusable metal, clothes shopping bags, and glass container, and many other stuff that I will show in the next slide are really affordable, durable, and eco-friendly. These simple swaps reduce waste and save both money and resource in the long run. So here's a ways to reduce plastic. As I have said, um, there are many things that can replace plastic. So we don't have to settle for plastic. Sustainable and affordable alternatives exist and are already making a difference around the world. Um, so you might be wondering, what difference can one person make? The answer is, what you think. Um, Start small. Bring you reusable bags when you shop. avoid plastic straws, and refuse products with excessive packaging. These everyday habits reduce plastic waste as a source. Beyond personal choices, you can support local and national policies that limit single-use plastic. Laws like plastic bag bans, plastic taxes, and recycling program depends on um, public support. Your voice and your vote matter. And finally, talk about it, share facts, post about the issues on social media, and take part in organized cleanup events in your community. Uh, when more people understand the problem, real change can happen faster. So, summary: small action leads to big results, and change starts when you make the choice to care for the planet, for the futures, and for each other. So, in conclusion, single-use plastics are destroying ecosystem as we talk about it, endangering wildlife, and even affecting human health. But the good news is that there are better alternatives, and the solution is within reach if we act together. Refuse single-use plastic when you can. Support bans and laws that protect the environment, and most importantly, spread the words to order. I will leave you with a word of environmentalist David Attenborough. The plastic pollution crisis is solvable, but we must act now. The future of our planet depends on it. Thank you for listening.